Thank you for joining Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you enjoy this class. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hi everyone, it's Rashi from Stretch and Flow. Today I'm in the Gallery Place studio and I'm going to take you through about a half an hour flow just to get the body moving and just with the philosophy of taking risks in your life. So as always, if you've got bolsters and blocks, feel free to bring them along, but you don't really need them. Just yourself, have your mind open, and let's start by being seated on our mat and just focusing on the breath. So getting nice and comfortable, perhaps just lifting the sit bones up and placing them down, getting grounded, not just in the physical body but also within your mind. So imagine the spine just lengthening. So someone's just gently lifting you up through the crown of your head. Let's take 3 breaths together. So soften the shoulders and the jaw. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. A big letting go sigh out the mouth. If it helps to keep your eyes shut, then go ahead. Otherwise, just take that little gaze in front of you, like you're looking but not really seeing. Another deep inhale in through the nose. And a big letting go, sigh out the mouth. And then one more. Breathing in, absorb the breath. And then just let it go. And then just come into your natural breath cycle. You might find that it's slowed down already. Keep that softness within the facial features in the body. Any parts of the body that you feel tensing, just perhaps allow them to soften. Let the arms just rest wherever they've landed. Just for the next few breaths, either with the eyes shut or open, just take a moment to explore and be curious about what your relationship is with taking risks in life. I heard this beautiful story about this lady, and it's a mythical story, I guess. She was climbing on the top of a mountain, and as she reached the top of the mountain, she saw this beautiful view of all these people soaring with their wings, looking at the beautiful landscape, almost like they were flying. And she used to go to the edge of that cliff top and then just walk back a little, go a little bit further forward, and then just walk back a little. And then the voice of the divine came to her and asked her, "What are you worried about? What are you worried about taking that next step? Perhaps taking that risk, perhaps living your life with passion, but stepping out of your comfort zone to take the risk." And she confessed that she was worried about falling and failing. And so the divine said to her, 3 things can happen. You can either take that step off the cliff and you can fall perhaps into a hard spot, but know that I'll help you get back up again and you can climb back up onto the top of the mountain. You can either take that next step and you might fall onto a softer landing, but know that I'll help you get back up again. Or you can take the next step and you can fly and spread your wings. So just for a moment, with that little story in mind, explore your relationship with taking risks. Do you take the risk or lose the chance? Do you want to live your life with regrets of the things that perhaps you wanted to do but didn't do because you were too fearful of taking the risk? Let's take one more breath together, inhaling in, a long exhale out. If the eyes are shut, just gently open them. On the breath in, just reach the arms out to the side. Inhale to reach up, As you exhale, hands to your heart space, empty the breath completely. Inhaling, the arms peel open and then reaching up, the gaze can follow. As you exhale, hands down to your heart space. Let's just do one more together. Breathing in, reaching open and then up. And as you breathe out, guiding it all the way back to your heart space. Just slide that right hand down the right side of the mat. Inhale the left arm up, create length. As you exhale, take a stretch over to the right. You can bend that bottom elbow. Breathing in, you're reaching up. And breathing out, taking the stretch. One more. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to take the stretch. Inhale, that left arm reaches up, the right arm comes to meet it. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bending the elbows, opening the heart, taking a back bend and perhaps gazing up. Inhale, pushing the arms up, creating length. As you exhale, opening the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together. The gaze is up if there's no healing in the neck. One more. Breathing in to push up and then letting the breath go. Inhale, both palms push up. As you exhale, this time drop the left hand down the side of the mat. The right arm reaches up, creating length down the right side. And as you exhale, over to the left. Inhale, you're reaching up again. Exhale, taking the stretch to the left. Keep the jaw nice and soft. One more. Breathing in to reach up. Breathing out to take the stretch. Inhale, that right arm comes up, the left hand comes to meet it. Reach up first, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bending the elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades and gazing up. Breathing in, pushing everything up. Breathing out to open the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades. Let's just do one more together. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to open up. Inhale, both arms reach up, create length. As you exhale, just take a twist. Left hand in front, right hand behind, lengthening on the breath in. And as you breathe out, turn and twist over the right shoulder. Use your fingernails perhaps to deepen the twist round. Inhale, you're lengthening. Exhale to twist. Bringing everything back round to centre. The arms are reaching up, perhaps adding a back bend here. And as you exhale, the other side. Right hand in front, left hand behind, lengthening first. And then turning gaze over that left shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. Bringing everything back round to centre. We're just making our way onto all fours, whichever transition's good for you. Hands and knees. Place the palms roughly shoulder width distance, the knees hip width distance. And just for the first few breaths, just take a gentle rock backwards and forwards. And perhaps in the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Perhaps we need to do one thing that scares us every single day. If you want to deepen the stretch, just move the hands a little bit further forward. Rocking the body forward and then feeling the stretch in the arms as the hips come down towards the heels. Let's just do a couple more like that. Just keeping everything nice and soft and unrushed. You're breathing in and you're breathing out, and perhaps then morph the rocks into some slow circular movements with the hips. Just noticing how that body feels as you move all the way around from one side to the other. Perhaps we need to be encouraged to take those risks and to drop our fears. Just finishing the movement that you're on, walking the hands back, making sure you're back onto all fours again, dropping the head down so there's no straining in the neck. Let's take some cat-cow curls. Inhaling, the waist goes back, the gaze goes up. As you exhale, that rounding and arching. 3 more, just in your own breath. Breathing in and letting the breath go. 2 more, just warming that spine up. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to a neutral spine, softening through the shoulders, keeping equal weight in the palms. Inhale that right leg behind you, just at hip height. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, landing it on its toes over to the left side, and then pushing out through the ball of that left foot. And then we're sliding that foot back, still pushing out through the ball. We're not flattening the foot off. Feeling that stretch in the left glute. Some of you may want to stay on your palms. Some of you may want to drop down onto your forearms. If you have a block, you might want to rest on that. And then dropping the gaze so that there's no straining in the neck. You'll feel a stretch in that left glute muscle. Keep that breath flowing. Inhaling and exhaling. Perhaps if we risk nothing, we're actually just risking everything. One more breath here. Pressing into the palms, engaging the core. Bring that right leg all the way back up. Bending the knee and keep that equal weight in the palms, stacking the right hip over the left. You can rotate the ankle one way and then the other. Just keep peeling that hip open. One more breath. Inhale, the right leg shoots back. As you exhale, take a little crunch, so rounding the back, bringing knee to nose. Inhale, the leg shoots back just at hip height. Exhale to take the crunch. One more. Inhale, the leg shoots back. Exhale to take the crunch. Then just dropping the knee back down so you're on all fours. Let's take a cat-cow here. A breath in, the waist goes back and the gaze goes up. And as you breathe out, that rounding and arching. Back to a neutral spine. This time the left leg extends behind you at hip height. Get steady first, engage the core. As you exhale, crossing the foot over to the right and then sliding it all the way back to feel the stretch in that right glute. Again, dropping down onto the forearms. Just make sure you haven't flattened that foot off. You're still pushing out through the ball of the foot. And then just drop the gaze. Feel the stretch down that right side of the body. Keep the breath flowing. No straining in the neck or the shoulders. Know that if you're going to grow, you're going to have to do things that perhaps make you take those little risks. Make life a little bit more exciting. One more breath. Pressing into those palms, engaging the core. Let's lift that left leg all the way back up. Steady the hips if you need to. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bending the left knee and stacking it over that right hip. Rotating the ankle one way and then the other way. Equal weight in the palms. We're just peeling the hip open. One more breath. Left leg extends behind you. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, taking the crunch on the other side. So rounding the back, knee to nose. Inhale to extension. Exhale to take the crunch. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just dropping that left knee down. Walking the hands to the edges of the mat. Come into puppy pose, getting that nice stretch in the spine. Hips towards the ceiling, chest towards the mat. Gaze is either low down on the mat, or you can turn the eye gaze to the front of the mat, getting that stretch in the upper back and shoulders. One more breath here. And then very gently walking the hands all the way back onto all fours. Digging the toes in, coming up for downward facing dog. If that's not nourishing for you, just stay on all fours. And bending the knees, aiming the hips up towards the ceiling. Just focusing on the breath in and the breath out. Widening the collarbones, pushing the upper body back towards the thighs. Feel that nice stretch across the whole spine. On the inhale, lift the heels up, come onto your tippy toes. On the exhale, just swivel the heels to the right. Inhale, coming back through to center. Exhale over to the left. One more on each side. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out. Taking the stretch. Inhale, coming up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, taking the stretch to the other side. Come back on the tippy toes, back through to centre. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, either a step or a few steps up towards your palms. Just allowing that body to hang in ragdoll. Softening the back of the neck. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Know that when you take risks, you'll learn there'll be times when you succeed. There'll also be times when perhaps you'll fail. Know that both are equally important. Take the risk anyway. Press into the mat with the feet. On the breath in, reaching the arms all the way up to standing. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, bring the hands to your heart space, emptying the breath. Inhaling, the arms reach up and over, taking a back bend. As you exhale, take a swan dive down to your mat, empty the breath. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. A forward fold as you empty the breath. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. Exhale to your heart space. Inhale, reaching up and over. And as you exhale, a swan dive down to your mat. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. And this time as you exhale, placing the hands on the mat, stepping the left foot back, the right foot to meet it, high plank position. Let's keep it gentle, drop the knees down, engage the core. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, elbows tucked in, let's come all the way down. Inhale, a gentle back bend. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, perhaps going a little deeper. Exhale to come down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or all fours. Do what your body needs. So either on all fours, knees and hands, or you're coming back into downward facing dog. Just taking 3-4 rounds of breath here. Softening the back of the neck, whichever pose you're in. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. One more breath. When you're ready, that right leg extends all the way up. As you exhale, we're landing it through. So you can do this with the back knee dropped as well if that's more nourishing for you. Angling the back foot to give you stability, pressing into both feet and then lifting the arms all the way up to warrior one. Soft shoulders, adjust the feet as you need to. On the breath in, straightening the front leg, pushing the palms up. On the breath out, lunging with the right knee as the palms push away. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to lunge. Feel the stretch across the shoulders. One more, breathing in and letting the breath go. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, opening up to warrior two. Softness in the shoulders, focus the eye gaze. Flipping the front palm. On the breath in, reaching up and over. On the breath out, warrior two. Inhale to reach up and over. Exhale, soft shoulders. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the back hand to meet the front hand. Reach the arms up. This time make a pistol grip. Keep firm in your feet. On the breath in, straighten the front leg. You can bring the fingertips over the head, turning it into a back bend. On the breath out, lunging with the right knee and taking a side stretch with the arms to the right. Inhale, you're reaching up, lengthening, perhaps leaning back. On the exhale, taking a stretch over to the right. One more. Inhale to reach up and over. Exhale to take the stretch. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Keep that right knee in a lunge. Take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, taking a twist over to the right, either keeping upright like I am showing you here, or leaning forward, hooking left elbow over right knee, gazing over the right shoulder, whatever feels good for your body. And take a deep twist like this, or keep a bit more upright if that's better for you today. Softening the jaw, holding it for 3, 2, 1. Bringing everything all the way back to center, reaching the arms up, leaning back. And as you exhale, as best as you can, keep that front leg straight. Frame the front foot with the palm. You can pivot on the ball of the back foot and scoot the foot to the back of the mat. On the inhale, a halfway lift. On the exhale, you're floating head towards knee. If the hamstrings are particularly tight, they just micro-bend that front leg. With each inhale, that subtle lengthening. With each exhale, perhaps coming down. Soften the back of the neck. My encouragement is to be brave, to take risks, and to allow the unexpected. One more breath. And then gently bending that right knee. Dropping the back knee down. Softening the back foot down. Press into the left hand. Let's breathe the right arm up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, just gently tap the right fingertips down towards the mat. Inhale, you're reaching up again. Exhale to tap down. One more. Breathing in to reach up. Breathing out to tap the fingertips. Swing the right hand to the inner edge of the right foot. Scoot the foot out to the right side of the mat, and scoot that left knee back a bit. As much as you want to open the hips. Either stay on the palms, just rocking from side to side or making some circular motions. Some of you may want to drop down onto your forearms if you have the range. Keep the gaze low so there's no straining in the back of the neck. Keep that breath flowing. Perhaps if you don't take those chances, how will you ever know? And if not now, then when? Tomorrow isn't guaranteed for anyone, so never allow waiting to become a habit. Notice how this side of the body feels. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Taking a couple more breaths here. When you're ready, coming back onto your palms. If you're on your forearms, scooting the foot back to the centre of the mat. Framing it with the palms, coming onto the ball of the back foot. Lifting the leg up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're stepping forward. Hanging the body in ragdoll once you get there. Softening the knees. Keeping that breath flowing, perhaps a gentle rock from side to side. You can swing the arms from side to side. Just let the upper body be heavy. Keeping that pressure firm in the feet. On the breath in, sweeping the arms all the way up to standing. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands to your heart space as you empty the breath. Inhaling, the arms are reaching up and over, taking that back bend. And as you exhale, come down to your mat. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. A forward fold as you empty the breath. One more round. Breathing in, reaching all the way up. Breathing out, draw it to your heart space, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, the arms are reaching up and over. And as you exhale, coming down to your mat, greeting the earth. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. And as you exhale, placing the hands on the earth, stepping the left foot back, and then the right foot, high plank position. Option here to stay in a high plank or drop the knees. Do what's right for you. Make sure there's no dumping in the back, the core's engaged. Pushing out through the soles of the feet. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, coming all the way down with control. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, drop the left hip and take a gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, coming back through to a back bend. Exhale, dropping the right hip, taking a gaze over that left shoulder. Coming back through to center, take a breath in. As you breathe out, either all fours or digging the toes in, coming back into downward facing dog. You choose what's right for you. Just noticing how the legs are feeling. Keeping that breath nice and even. Pushing the upper body back towards the thighs. One more breath. On your next inhale, that left leg shoots all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're landing it through in between your palms. Get stable first in the base. So adjust the feet accordingly. Once you feel stable, bring the arms up, keeping the shoulders soft. Warrior one. On the inhale, everything lengthens. On the exhale, this time lunging with the left knees, you push the palms out to the side. Inhale to reach all the way up. Exhale, lunging. Two more. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Inhaling and exhaling. This time on the breath in, reach the arms up. On the breath out, opening up to warrior two. Softness through the shoulders. Let's flip the front palm. On the inhale, reaching up and over, reversing the warrior. On the exhale, coming through to warrior two. Breathing in to reach up and over. Breathing out, warrior two. One more. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. The back hand comes to meet the front hand. The arms reach up, making that pistol grip again. On the breath in, that front leg straighten. The fingertips can come over the head, leaning into a back bend. As you exhale, this time you're lunging with the left knee, taking a stretch to the left. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, perhaps lunge a bit deeper. Take the side stretch a little bit deeper. One more. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, reaching the arms up. As you exhale, hands to your heart space. Take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, this time either twisting to the left, remaining upright, or taking it a bit deeper, maybe adjusting that back foot. You can pivot on the ball and push out through the sole of the back foot, leaning the body forward, hooking right elbow over left, and taking a gaze over the left shoulder. Keep steady in that front foot. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. One more breath. Let's bring everything back to center. The arms reach up, straighten the front leg, and as you exhale, as best as you can, keeping that front leg straight, come down and frame that front foot. Pivot on the ball of the back foot if you haven't already. Push out through the ball of the back foot. On the breath in, a halfway lift. On the breath out, nose to knee. Again, if the hamstrings are tight, just give that front knee a micro bend. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling, perhaps coming down a little bit lower. Soften any tension at the back of the neck. One more breath. And then lunging with that left knee, softening the back knee down, flattening off the back foot. This time the right hand remains on the mat, the left arm reaches all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, tapping the fingertips down. Inhale to reach up, the gaze can follow. Exhale to tap down. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to tap down. And then bring the left hand to the inner edge of the left foot. Scoop the foot out to the left. And just taking those gentle opening of the hip, rocking from side to side, coming onto the side of the foot, coming down onto your forearms if you like. Keeping that breath nice and even. And if you never take risks, perhaps you'll never really know what you're capable of. If you've got something in your heart each and every day, if it's in your mind, it's worth taking the risk. Know that the universe has no restrictions. We place the restrictions on the universe with our expectation. A few more breaths here, just noticing how this side of the body feels. Inhaling in and exhaling out. One more breath. Let's gently, if you're on your forearms, coming back onto your palms, scooting the foot back to the centre of the mat, framing it with the palms, this time coming onto the ball of the back foot, lifting the leg up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, we're stepping forward, just letting that body hang in ragdoll again. Feet are roughly hip width apart, knees can have a bend to it. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Couple more breaths here. Crown of the head is heavy, perhaps give it a little shake, yes and no. Then firm pressure in the feet. Let's inhale, arms come all the way up to standing. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands to your heart space, emptying the breath. Inhaling, the arms reach up and over. As you exhale, take a swan dive down to your mat as you empty the breath. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. And as you exhale, placing the hands on the mat, coming down onto your mat into a seated posture. If cross-legged isn't comfortable for you, then just come into a posture where you feel comfortable. Again, lifting the sit bones up and then just letting them settle. Let's shrug the shoulders up and then take a rotation one way. Maybe do a couple one direction and then just shrugging them up and flipping the circle the other way. And then softening the shoulders, landing them home on the top of the back. Let's interlace the fingertips, elbows nice and wide. Inhale, the hands come up to your heart space. As you exhale, pushing the palms away, dropping the gaze. Breathing in, the arms reach up and over. As you breathe out, arms out to the side. Interlacing the fingertips behind you. Take a breath in as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. And as you breathe out, reaching forward, just guiding everything back in. Let's do one more. Inhaling in, exhale to push away, drop the gaze. Breathing in, the arms are reaching up and over. As you breathe out, arms out to the side. Interlacing the fingertips behind you. Take a big breath in as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. And as you breathe out, this time make a prayer. Guide everything back to your heart space. Take a full breath in. Let the breath go. Just gently drop the hands down by your side if that feels comfortable for you. The same place that we started, a comfortable seated posture, grounding with the sit bones lifting up through the crown of the head. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Just taking a couple more breaths here. When you're ready, just swing the right arm behind your back. Try not to twist the body, but keeping the torso facing frontwards. The left hand comes and just grabs hold of that right shoulder. This is good if you've got tension in your shoulders. Take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, like you're just pulling that right elbow towards the front. You feel a pull and stretch in the shoulders. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gently pulling it in front. One more breath here. And then releasing the palms, arms reach up, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, take an open twist. So left hand in front, right hand behind. You just scoot forward a bit. Take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, turn and gaze over that right shoulder. So the arms are roughly at shoulder height. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to twist. Everything comes back, round to centre. Both arms reach up at a gentle back bend. And this time as you exhale, the left arm comes around the back. The right arm lands onto that left elbow. take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, just pulling that left elbow forward. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, just guiding it forward. One more breath. Inhaling in. Exhaling out. And then gently just releasing out of the stretch. The arms reach up, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, this time the right arm in front, left arm behind. We're gazing over the left shoulder for a twist. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out to twist. Everything comes back round to center. Reaching the arms up, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, just letting the hands again rest wherever feels natural, whether it's in your lap, over your knees. Sitting up with a pride, let's just take a few breaths to finish the practice. You can stay here for as long as you like. Just softening through the jawline, even shutting the eyes down. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. And just as we finish the practice, just continue with your natural breath cycle. So just share some philosophy. So if the mind starts to drift, guide it gently back to the inhale and the exhale. Know that great people do things before they're ready. They do things before they know they can do it. Doing what you're afraid of, getting out of your comfort zone, taking risks like that is all part of this adventure we call life. And taking risks and chances, from my experience anyway, is really about overcoming your fears. The truth is, every time you take a big risk in your life, no matter how it ends up, most of the time you're glad you took it. Keep that breath going, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Two more like that. Inhaling, letting the breath go. Another inhale, softening everything, slowing that breath down. On your next inhale, reach the arms up, take a big breath in. As you breathe out, bring the hands to your heart space, perhaps taking a gentle bow towards your fingertips. And so we finish this practice knowing life, it's really about getting a chance. It's about taking a chance. You'll never be 100% sure it will work, but you can always be 100% sure doing nothing won't work at all. Most of the time we just have to go for it, no matter how it turns out. And more often than not, it always ends up just the way it should be. Either you succeed or you learn something. A win-win. Everything is a risk, and not doing anything is a risk. So it's up to you. When you take those risks, there will be times when you succeed, there will be times when you fail. Know that both are equally important. So my invitation is to take the risk anyway. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, a big letting go sigh out the mouth. Another breath in, another breath out. And as you step off the mat into your day, set an intention and carry it out as you carry about your day. Namaste. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next clip. For now, have a great day and take those risks. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us for Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you've enjoyed the class. Please subscribe and make sure if you have any questions, please send an email, get in touch some way. Once again, thank you and have a great day.